Welcome back to Macy V-TV. I am Macy Vessell. Macy V-TV is a brand to give people a platform to tell their truth. With me, I have the beautiful JaNaia.
Hello, everyone.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good.
So just give the people a little introduction on who you are.
Hi, everyone that's watching. I hope y'all are having a good day today. I am JaNaia Brewer. I am from Dallas, Texas. I am a junior full-time college student. I attend Southern University, the Southern University. And a few fun facts about me. I like to dance, sing, read, and write.
So her segment is about many topics, but the main one is really the healing journey. So can you take us back to the moment where you feel like, okay, I need to heal, I need to start a journey that, no one really knows about? Can you kind of give us
Yes, of course. So I knew that I needed healing the most this past summer. And some people find that crazy because it is very recent. This past summer around May, something very traumatic happened in my life, and it caused me to look back on all that I've been through. Where did it start from? And looking back, I knew that I hadn't gained the proper healing for it. I was doing horrible coping methods. And so May 26th, 2021 is when I decided to take this healing journey to change my life around for the future of myself and those that surround me.
So what is really a healing journey? Because, people on Instagram, Twitter, they can say a healing journey is you just getting your life together, coming back and doing the same mistakes, things like that. So what is a healing journey?
No, I can actually speak that from prior experience. I used to think that I've healed because I would take 2 weeks at the most. All right, I got it together, boom, boom, boom. I would go back and do the same thing that I said I wasn't going to do. And over time, I realized the same depression, the same anxiety, the same thoughts came back. And so I knew I wasn't doing the deep cleansing that I knew. A healing journey is something that is unique to you. But through the healing journey, you have to actually know within yourself, I've healed. And not only I've healed, because that's the ending statement, but I am healing, like I'm gravitating towards those steps to heal. So a healing journey is not, okay, let me just get myself together for a quick little moment, regroup, go back. No, it's deep, deep work within yourself. That's what a healing journey is, and actually being a new and a different person in the end.
So you said it's a deep journey. So what went on in your healing journey? Like, what are some things that you did that stirred away from past experiences where you was like, I want to change,
right,
and I really want to heal? So what were some things that you did?
Okay, I took a lot of steps, y'all. I took a lot, Macy, but I tell people all the time, or to me, the deepest thing I did was confronting my past. From the very beginning of when I started to feel the trauma and the pain, I confronted my past. Not only confronting what others did to hurt me, but what I did to hurt myself and others. So I think that was the toughest part. I had to go back and forgive everybody.
And it's hard.
It's hard because we do not want to do that. We want to keep holding on that weight, that dead weight at that end. You cannot move on and you cannot forgive yourself without forgiving others first. I had to learn that. That was the number one thing I learned over the summer. Another thing that I did is I erased all social media, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, whatever. I only relied on TikTok, and even then I limited myself to maybe 20 minutes a day on TikTok. I read more, way more than I have ever had read in my life. I used to be a big reader, but along the lines of my trauma and feeling like I wasn't myself, I stopped reading. Over my healing journey, I wrote a lot. I committed myself more to my crafts. I worked on my physical, I sung, I wrote, I danced. I just wanted to be sure that these habits were making me happy instead of not happy. So that's some of the things I did. Yeah.
So do you think social media plays a big role on somebody's mental health?
Yes. And I hate when people say that they don't, or I hate when people say you only allow yourself to feel that way. No. I can be on social media and be the happiest in my life, maybe. But what people do not understand is that you can unwillingly take what other negative things people say on social media. That really takes a toll on you. So seeing the negativity every day, whether it be Twitter or Instagram, seeing people pour out their problems on Twitter, it just, I don't know what it does specifically, but it
takes a toll on you.
It takes a toll on you. It really makes you feel like you're in a depression. I don't know. Not only that, but Macy, social media, I really erased it during my healing journey. And just so you know, my healing journey was the whole summer. It was May 26th through August. So I realized, y'all, my screen time went down so much when I erased social media. And not only that, but I was up productive. Like, I was working, I was cleaning, I was praying more, believe it or not. And I'm a Christian, but because I didn't have social media, my phone was not the first thing I looked at every morning. Like, I got up, I meditated, I exercised, I hit the gym. Y'all, I can call my mama right now. She said that I was out the house by 7 a.m. every day because I was dedicated to changing for the better. So social media, that was probably the best decision, is getting rid of social media.
So how was your experience coming back to social media? You just took, a 3-month break, and then it's like you got to come back to all the mess again. So how was coming back to social media, helpful? Like, because, before you said it can take a toll on you. So what changed to make you be like, okay, this is not taking a toll on me, but I'm ready to come back?
That's a good question. So actually, I was supposed to get off of social media I could get back on social media August 1st, but I think I didn't go back till a week after August 1st, Macy, because I got so comfortable not being on it. I looked at my phone one day, it was August 1st, I said,
it's time to go back.
It's time to go back.
Like a job.
I said, I don't want to though. So I waited a whole other week just to get back on it. When I got back on it, it was like, I didn't feel depressed or anything. I didn't feel like a glooming type emotion, but I was like, same old stuff. Like, it didn't excite me. Nowadays, social media excites everybody, and I'd be like, there's nothing exciting about it. I'm only on social media, Macy, I tell you one, because I am a part of a wonderful organization, and where we love social media. We have to post, and that is the Golden Blues Dance Organization of Southern University. Yes. So I knew I had to get on it because we was about to have tryouts coming up. I said, they about to post tryout information. I gotta get on. I really gotta get on it now. And not only that, but I'm a music artist. So I said I need to get back on social media to build up my platform for when I'm back releasing music. So that's the only reason I'm on it, because I use it in a beneficial way to promote and help and guide. But other than that, I could care less about it.
Honestly. Yeah. So, okay, trauma. You said trauma was one of the reasons that, you wanted to go on your healing journey. Mm-hmm. So what were some traumas, if you're comfortable, what were some traumas for you that made you was like, I need to heal?
So many. and it's not even funny, but I laugh because as you grow up, you really realize some things that you thought weren't traumas are actually traumas as you get older. So the first one for me was being sexually assaulted at a very young age. And I think it makes it harder to deal with because it was multiple sexual assaults. It wasn't one, it wasn't two, it wasn't three, but it was 4 total at all such young points in my life. So growing up and not telling anyone that, not sharing it because of how they may take it. Some people don't believe you when you're that young, but if only people knew how much you can remember since the age of 4, 3,
That's a very young age.
That's a very young age, but as a psychology major, you're able to pinpoint ages in your life in a specific event when it is traumatic. People don't understand that, which is why I say a lot of people are very uneducated when it comes to sexual assault and rape. Another trauma or trigger that I knew I had to heal from and get counseling and see what was up and how it affected me was not having my dad in my life. For the huge bulk of my life, my dad went to prison when I was 4 years old, and he didn't get out until I was a senior in high school, about to graduate. So seeing a single Black young mother do everything for her children and her kids, and like not having a father figure, it really
took a toll on you, but motivated you at the same time.
Yes, but before I turned it into motivation, I was using it as this destroyed me. Like, you weren't in my life, you destroyed me, you made me feel like I didn't have a father figure or a man in my life to see what it is I needed. So it was hard.
So did you have daddy issues? Because you know a lot of people, when they don't grow up without a father, they like
what?
They look for it in relationships and little things like that.
Macy, I thought I needed to be in a relationship. I thought I needed to stay in one to feel like I had somebody, or to feel like I was worth it, or to feel like I was loved by a man. And not to mention, these men were little boys. But I stayed in long relationships. My friend will tell you, oh yeah, JaNaia, she always in a relationship, because my relationships be long. Like, all of the relationships I've been in were over a year.
Like from Valentine to Christmas.
At the most 2 years. Like, and I realized when I got counseling over the summer, why I stayed in relationships was because I didn't have my dad. So I would go out and see what is it in a boy that I love, or that I'm gravitated to, or that I wanted to have in my life every day, because I didn't have a father to give me that. I didn't have a father to show me what real, genuine love is supposed to look like. So I was like, I'm going to get a boyfriend. Mm-hmm. And he's going to show me that young. But it's not my fault. I stopped blaming myself a long time ago when I realized how certain traumas go hand in hand. So, yeah, I did have daddy issues. I'm not afraid to say that I didn't. I did bad.
It's a very big thing to actually say it, though.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people be like, I ain't have my daddy, but I'm all right.
And you have to own up to it. Mm-hmm. You have to own up to it. That's why earlier I said that this healing journey, it taught me a lot. It made me realize I didn't have everything figured out. Macy, every day, I was like, oh yeah, I got it all figured out, baby. I'm good. Boom, ABC.
Like, nothing stank over here.
Nothing stank over here. A lot of stuff did. Like, it made me realize that you are your greatest and most beautiful company. You do not need any. Mind you, I was going through a breakup. Horrible breakup. So this is the longest, even now, because I am single, this is the longest I've ever been by myself. Because like I told you, I was always in a relationship, but this is the longest I've been by myself. This is the longest I haven't been in a relationship, a serious one, and I enjoy my company so much. I do not need anyone else. I do not care when people leave my life. I'm like, it's okay, because my journey made me realize I had me, and so does God. And of course my family, of course, but I love myself. It made me love myself, my journey, like, and I'm getting emotional, but it was a beautiful experience. Like, it was so beautiful.
So what are some things that you learned about yourself through your journey that you didn't realize before?
The bad and the good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with the bad first, because there was a few bad. I realized that I hadn't forgiven everybody. No matter how much I was trying to tell myself that I hadn't truly. I realized that I'm more selfish than I think I am. What else bad?
Maybe I need to go through a journey.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it makes you realize a lot. Those are some bad, but I know some will come to me. And the reason why I kind of love that there wasn't a lot of bad is because it just made me realize there was a whole lot of good. Like, it was a whole lot of good. This journey showed me how resilient I am. Macy, I done been through a lot, but through all of it, I done pushed through. I done conquered. I am a child of God. I went to God first. This journey made me realize you cannot handle it by yourself. Like, all of this, you cannot. Another good thing this journey taught me is that I am able to recognize when I need help. This summer, I was able to recognize, JaNaia, you truly need to get the help that you deserve. Not the help that you need, but the help that I deserve. I realized that I'm talented. I'm very talented. I'm a beautiful singer. I'm a beautiful dancer. I stopped comparing myself to others because comparison is a thief of joy. Y'all do not understand. And the last thing I can really say that I realized was that I am a beautiful, dedicated young lady. And, you know, women can say that all the time, but when you truly believe it and you feel it
and you're walking into it.
And you walking in it. I mean, you walking deep in it. As May went to June, and as June went to July, and then July went to August, I was like, dang, I am that girl. And I feel like that girl. I didn't used to feel like this girl, y'all. Like, I truly did not used to feel like.
And it's crazy because so many people would probably have thought, you know, like you're on the Golden Blues, you're a recruiter for Southern. Like, people would have thought that you had it all together. Like, I want to be like her. But she's realizing she doesn't even want to be herself. She needs to go through things.
Yep. And I tell people all the time, it's not about what you see on the outside. Because people have a whole lot of dirty on the inside. And I was dealing with a whole lot of dirty. Whole lot of scrambled mess that hadn't been fixed yet.
So earlier you said you went through things as a child. Do you ever look back and try to talk to your inner child and try to apologize for things, or just look back and be like, I'm sorry that happened to you?
All the time. I remember during my healing journey, y'all, I had so many breakdowns, and I came to the conclusion that I had to be crying for younger me. Like, sometimes I used to yell, like, and I could do that now because my mama knew what was going on. But back then, when my mama had no idea that I was sexually assaulted, my mama had no idea. Even when I told my mom, my mom had no idea. But when she would hear me cry and yell at night, she just let me do it. And I knew, oh yeah, I'm crying for 4-year-old JaNaia. I'm crying for 7-year-old JaNaia. I'm crying for 10-year-old JaNaia twice. So I did. And I also used to give myself talks. Like how I can talk to God for an hour straight, I can talk to myself for an hour straight.
And people think you crazy when you talk to yourself. No, you're not.
And I'm not.
You're like,
and I'm like, yeah, JaNaia, and girl, I remember when you was like that, and I used to do that, Macy. And if I wasn't talking out loud, I sure was writing it. I journaled every day.
And I want to say, I feel like people should be comfortable talking to themselves because we're ourselves. And nobody understands us like we do except for God.
Like I told you, I enjoy my company by myself. When you realize you don't need really nobody, and I'm not saying that like you don't need nobody, but y'all know, like I'm saying you don't need anybody. Girl, you don't be wanting to go nowhere. You don't be wanting to be around nobody because you like, ooh, I love myself. Like, yes.
Like, yes, like that's how I am. Like a lot of nights I just want to be alone. People calling my phone. I don't want to talk. But then I feel bad because then I just be like, why don't I have the energy to talk to somebody? But really, I just want to be to myself because, you know, you love yourself the most.
Macy, I did not make myself available. My journey, summer.
You should be.
That's why I deleted social media. No, nobody can get to me. But you still had some people, like you said, Macy, earlier before the segment started. Oh yeah, JaNaia, I knew something was going. You was going because when people noticed I wasn't active, I hadn't posted anything. Macy, you would be so surprised how people would think because you're gone over a certain amount of time that something bad is happening. I mean, I got, and y'all, this isn't true at all, but I done got, are you pregnant? I done got, who died, or why are you gone? What's wrong? What happened? And it wasn't anything bad. Like, I was gone because I was working on myself and I did not need any distractions whatsoever.
So on a college campus, you know, we don't really hear much about healing. So what were some people's reactions when you came out and was like, I'm back, but I went on a healing journey? What were they saying?
I don't think my phone ever buzzed that fast. When I dropped my healing journey video, I got a lot of congratulations, a lot of I'm proud of yous, but it was a whole lot of how did you do it? Like, how did you do this? How was you off of social media for so long? How did you? I was telling them, I said, it's easy if you put your mind to it, and it's easy if you truly want to change for yourself. It's easy. But I didn't really get a lot of negativity, and I'm glad. I'm so glad I didn't. But actually, this is what I wanted to share during this segment, which is something that I didn't speak on. I was supposed to come out with a blog. After my journey was over, I was supposed to blog, and y'all, I was blogging, Macy. I was blogging. I really was. All of my journal entries, blogging them, and I was going to publish them August 1st. Let me tell y'all how toxic social media is. This had to be July, about to be August. I said, I'm not going to blog anymore. You know why I decided not to blog?
I was about to ask why.
Because I said, I do not want people thinking she did all of that healing, all of that, and then she posted it on social media, these blogs. She was just doing it for social media then. Because, Macy, you would find it so funny how many people think you doing certain stuff
For social media.
for social media.
And that goes back to social media really can drain somebody's mind. And
I deleted the whole blog because I said, I said, I'm not about to have negative people take away from me what was
a beautiful
such
experience.
a beautiful experience, and all I'm trying to do is motivate somebody. But people will turn your whole purpose around into something negative, and I wasn't going.
So for your healing journey, did it have a certain end date, or you just felt like I'm a changed woman?
No, I still don't feel like that. I feel like I am a changed woman in progress. Because just because I gave myself a time frame, and that was from May 26th to August 1st, my healing didn't stop August 1st. Like, it's still going right now. I'm still on it. But I did want to give myself a timeline to see if I improved or if I noticed anything about myself, if I noticed anything about my past, and it did just that. But I tell people all the time, just because my healing journey ended August 1st doesn't mean my healing stopped. Like, you're going to continue to heal every day. It's no linear process.
Now, because so many people put a time limit on things in life where you shouldn't. Things happen. You know, you can't control life. And the faster people realize that time moves by itself, it'll be so much easier.
Yes.
So since time moved, how do you feel right now today?
Look, cause I'm like, life is is hard.
It is.
Macy, life is hard, bruh.
I feel like I always say life is like a book. You know, different chapters, different characters. It's like every chapter you find yourself. You know, you're never the same from chapter 1 to chapter 15. And people got to realize that you can change your mind every second.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you're going in the right journey to finding your right mind, it's okay.
Yeah.
And also, people got to realize sometimes negative things will come in life, but you cannot slow down your process. Like, if somebody's going through healing journeys, like, when things negative happen in your life, does that stop your healing process?
Mm-mm.
She keeps going.
It's not supposed to stop, but I sure did want to. Boy, I wanted to, but you got to keep fighting. You got to keep fighting to see the end result. Because I'd be lying right here today if I said, I'm perfect.
Yeah.
No, there are times where I wake up late. There are times where I don't go to the gym. There are times where I open my Bible. There are times when I forget to pray. Like, there are times and there are moments in your life when you're going to feel like one day you're on top